DevOps people, how is everyone? Welcome. I'm Jochen, the Monospace Mentor. It's Tuesday, another day for my live stream. Today we're going to do some co-working because I have lots to do and maybe you have too, so I'd like to invite you to do some work with me. Let me catch you up with a few personal updates. I've recently switched away from an iPhone to a Fairphone, which runs Android. So I had to replace quite a few applications on there, and at the moment I'm experimenting a lot with e-reader applications. I moved most of my professional reading to an open source application, a desktop application named Zotero. Zotero is more of an academic citation management software, but it's also brilliant to just manage lots of PDF files. And thankfully, most of the technical reading I do is based on PDF files. At least the ebooks that I read, I can download as PDF files. And I also recently found out that you can actually save web pages in Zotero as well, which might, it will lead to an experiment at least, to try out and see how I can preserve web pages, especially the ones that I'd like to reference in my newsletters or in my blog posts or in my courses. Maybe, Zotero might become my central document base for my professional work. And for my personal reading, I'll still mostly rely on Kindle, but there are also quite a few ebooks that I'm now downloading from sources where I can get them without DRM. And so I've started using Calibre on my desktop, which is an open source e-reader and book management software as well. And I just installed Moon Plus earlier today on my Fairphone to see how it functions as an e-reader. It seems to have great reputation, and so far it looks really good. I was able to import a few books for starters, and I'm going to read one of the latest novels that I downloaded on the Fairphone using Moon Plus Reader. And maybe I'll switch my reading, especially for fiction reading, to the Fairphone, because it has a more comfortable size to hold, regardless if I'm at a coffee shop, on the bus, or in bed. And so, we'll see how that works out. Also, the Fairphone has a nice OLED display, so reading at night should be pretty nice because I can use the black background and a light grey text color, and so I can read at night without disturbing my wife, even though she wears a sleep mask anyway. Praxeo says good morning. Good morning to you too. Good to see you again. How's life? I hope you're doing great, Praxeus. And hi, Ekshunyam as well. Thanks for popping into chat earlier. So yeah, my reading situation is changing in part due to the Fairphone, and I think the Fairphone is basically part of a greater change in how I use software, because I'd like to use more open source software and less proprietary stuff and walled gardens, and the use of Zotero. Luigi's Fifth Toenail, which is an amazing name. Welcome to the stack. Thanks for the follow. What was I about to say? The switch to the Fairphone, for example, itself was also part of trying to escape the walled garden that is Apple. Praxis says, I'm doing well, made my task list for the morning and I'm knocking things off of it. That's exactly what I'm going to do myself now. Thanks for the cue. This is a co-working stream, which means I'm going to do work mostly off screen. You'll be able to watch me from behind though. And I'm going to add my tasks to the stream task list. And you can use the !suite command to learn more about how this task list works. And the two commands that you will need most importantly are !task to add a task to the task list, and then the !done command to check it off. There are a few more commands that you can read up on, but these two are the ones that are essential. Luigi says, good evening, sir. I hope you're keeping great. You look absolutely lovely today. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you. And judging from your good evening, I assume you are based more in the oceanic region or in the more eastern region anyway. Well, that's a given. That's a given, of course. You have to live more eastern than myself to say good evening. Maybe India, maybe Australia, Japan. You don't have to disclose where I live, but I'm always curious. So yeah, India Standard Time. I assumed so. Now, without further ado, let's get productive. We'll run Pomodoros, which means I'll start the clock. We'll work for 45 minutes and then we'll have 15 minutes to go back to chatting. And maybe you'd like to ask something, and I'll be happy to answer. But that'll have to wait until after our first Pomodoro round. And so let's get this session started. You can see the Pomodoro timer and the still empty task list. Let's get started. Let's use the !task command to populate the task list, and then, as Praxis already said, let's knock some tasks off our lists. We'll talk later. I'll see you then. Break time! The bot has given us 15 minutes off, so we can do a little bit of chatting. Hello, DNP! One of the original ones. Hey, how's it going? I assume you're frantically... Oh, I'm echoing? How am I echoing? Wait. Do you have the stream open into browser tabs or something? Thanks for confirming, everyone. So yeah, DNP, I assume you're frantically trying to get your loose ends tied and get ready for vacation time. How long are you going to take off? And what do you have planned for your time off? Oh, I see. Okay. So it was either a browser or Twitch issue. So yeah, if you manage to get your task done, don't forget to check it off with the !done command. I'm still working on processing my inbox node, where I simply drop stuff that I need to preserve quickly and then go about my business again. And that means that at the moment I'm planning conferences. There are a few interesting conferences coming up in the near or medium future, such as, for example, OGG Camp over in the UK, which seems to be a great open source conference. That's going to happen in October, which I probably won't be able to attend. And then there's also already the announcement out that in February next year, there's going to be another configuration management camp. And that's something that I'm more likely to attend. It's going to happen in Ghent in Belgium. And yeah, let's see if I'll be able to drop by there, because configuration management is, of course, as you know, something that is very close to my heart. There was something else I wanted to tell you that crossed my mind while we were all working. Hey, 384MB, welcome to the stack. Configuration management is always great. Yeah, I agree. Same goes for the bigger DevOps Days events. They are also awesome. Now, oh, DNP says I just came home from work, so my loose ends have been tightened more or less. Well then, enjoy your time off. Let me think what else was there that I wanted to tell you. It came and went again. What else did I do lately that would make sense telling you? You might have already noticed that I did 2 gaming streams in recent days. I actually found Euro Truck Simulator 2 to be a game that is absolutely enjoyable for me, and I really love trucking around. By now I'm at level 21, the master level, and so the game is now offering me transports with the dual trailer, with the what is it called? There's a specific term. Well, it simply means that it's even harder to reverse park with 2 trailers in tow, and so that's something that's a challenge that I definitely have not mastered yet. I haven't tried that yet, and so far I'm going to continue and practice reverse parking my single trailer, and once I have that down, then I'm going to try with 2 trailers. But yeah, it's really fun, and I definitely am going to do more game streams as well, simply to chill and have a chat without you having to worry if you are derailing my work or if you are taking my attention. So that's something that I really enjoyed. I did 2 of these streams lately, and then they were really fun. I'm going to do them on this very stream. I'm not going to start another stream for that. So simply follow that channel and you'll get notified for my trucking streams as well. Let's grab some more coffee until it's completely cold. Rebootle. Thank you for the follow. You always wondered why people play that? I was surprised myself, I'll be honest. But depends, I guess, where you are in your life situation and what actually you need in terms of recreation and leisure time. You might know that I have been playing World of Warcraft for many years. Started in 2006, when I left my corporate environment where my colleagues were playing with me. I also stopped playing World of Warcraft. That was about 2009, 2010. In 2016, I came back to World of Warcraft and played until this year, but I was fed up with the grind and was really feeling like World of Warcraft wanted to become another job. And that said, not a job that I was getting paid by Blizzard, but what I was paying Blizzard for. So that was really strange. I did not want to waste the little time I have for playing with a game that forces me to do specific things instead of letting me do my own thing. And I think that's exactly what simulations like Euro Truck Simulator or American Truck Simulator do. They let you do your own thing. The main setting is simply that you run your own transport business. You have drivers that drive for you and get you money that way, and of course you are driving yourself, which is of course the main part to the game, and you are driving around, and it's really just chill and pleasant, and it's a mix of relaxing driving over motorways and having the challenge of actually navigating these big rigs and actually having to put trailers where your clients want them to be. So yeah, reversing with these machines is really interesting. And so that's something that I can simply do to switch off and chill and maybe even have a chat with you folks. And I can still dispense DevOps wisdom on that stream, even though it's not going to run under the software development category, but under the ETS2 category. I'm still looking for the topic that crossed my mind earlier. Is there something that I bought or tried out? Oh yes, tried out. That was the keyword. Usually I don't easily give into hype topics and hype tools, but I am actually trying the Zen browser. I guess it didn't have to take too much of a hurdle because Zen is based on Firefox, and I've been a Firefox user for many years now. So I was even able to enter my Firefox sync credentials, and all my extensions got installed and things like that. Zen is basically just an optimized Firefox, and so far it feels nice. It has built-in tab management in the form of what they call workspaces, Previously, I was using a Firefox plugin to group my tabs into different situations, and now I can use the Workspaces feature in Zen for that. So if that's something that you enjoy doing, trying out new tools, in this case a new browser, I can recommend Zen because, yeah, as it's based on Firefox, it's open source, it's privacy respecting and all these things. So if you always wanted to switch to Firefox and found it a little bit too bland, maybe, give Zen a try. It feels a lot more modern. I think it fits a Mac desktop very well, even though I don't have any. It works on Linux great too, but yeah, it feels like one of these newfangled Mac applications, like the Warp terminal and things like that. Yeah, the Zen browser is definitely something that I can recommend. Is there another application that I'm trying? I've already told you about Zotero and Calibre. So I guess it was Zen that I wanted to talk about. All right. We're going to go into our next Pomodoro round soon, but there's still plenty of time to have a chat. If you have any questions, if there's anything that you'd like to share, maybe you have a tool that you've been enjoying lately, post it to chat. I'm always curious what people are trying out, and if there's something that I'm missing. So Puffing is looking for an e-ink tablet where you can annotate PDFs, ebooks as I read them. I've been looking into that as well. As I said earlier, I'm going to try and use my Fairphone for reading for the time being. But if you are looking for a serious e-ink tablet where you can annotate all kinds of documents, you should look into the Books Go 10.3. It's a bigger tablet. It's e-ink with a great e-ink display. I've watched and read a lot of reviews of that tablet. The great thing about this tablet is, of course, it has its own software maintained by Books themselves, BOOX, but the clincher is that it runs on Android, so you can actually add more document management applications. I'm not sure if there's, for example, Zotero for that tablet, which would be great for me, but I definitely know that you can install applications like Omnivore or something similar, where you can also do your reading. And if I can see myself getting one of the Books tablets or e-readers because of their Android operating system, which makes these things much more flexible. So it's going to be, in my case, it's either going to be the Books Go 10.3 or the Books Palma, which is a smartphone-sized e-reader, again, based on Android. So if you're more looking for something that you can easily hold in your hand while you're sitting in the bus or something, then the Books Palma might be a great alternative too. DNP says, well, probably not that interesting for here, but I recently enjoyed PowerShell a lot. DNP, I'm sorry, but I'll have to time out you. We can't have any Windows content on here. Just kidding. PowerShell, really? It is very methodical and actually a decent TUI. A TUI? How is what? PowerShell? It's not really a TUI in itself. It's a command line shell, isn't it? Or have I missed anything interesting? Can you give me an example? Maybe point me at an article or something? Oh, you mean terminal user interface? Okay. I read TUI as a text-based user interface, which means basically something like the traditional ncurses-based tools, or more recently, we have the charm tools that are geared towards the Go programming community, where you can build graphical user interfaces in the terminal, and so that's what I read TUI for. But yeah, I mean, I haven't seen much of PowerShell yet. I only had a few superficial glances. I did use Windows for a short time and had to do a little bit in PowerShell to configure something specific. I don't remember. And yeah, it looks pretty powerful. It probably deserves the name because it seems to have a lot of thought going into it in terms of what it's able to do, and I guess it goes beyond what the traditional Unix shells can do. It looks more like there's even more logical capability. How am I going to put this? It looks like its own programming environment, if you know what I mean. And so it looks something more in the veins of GNU Shell, for example. President Nutshell says my workplace blocks all PowerShell scripts, including the ones I write, so I abandoned that for Bash. Well, yeah, Bash is always an alternative as well, of course. DNP says it's basically more like an object-oriented language in its core. That's what I meant. I was struggling with putting this in words, but yeah, it looked like there are objects and things that you can manipulate, and that's definitely something that the traditional Unix shells don't have. GNU Shell goes in that direction by treating program output not as text, but as structured data, and so that's definitely something that I want to look into as well. So Puffin says my old workplace won't let me install R, or RStudio was supposed to use Excel to process our inventory. It was a mess of 10 to 12 workbooks. Yeah, I can imagine being blocked in that way is always annoying. DNP says, I love Bash, but I appreciate the object-oriented approach a lot recently, that's all. Yeah, definitely, I can see that. From a software engineering standpoint, PowerShell might be much more capable than having to string tools together in the Bourne shell way, basically, because all the newer shells have inherited how that works. And yeah, having something more capable, more intelligent is always fun. And that's exactly why I'm so interested in GNU Shell. All right, break time is over, I guess. And so we're supposed to go into another Pomodoro round. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Have fun. See you in 45 minutes. Wait. Almost missed that. We are on break. Hey, everyone. Balthasar, the Lumen. Thank you for joining. Thanks for following, everyone. And it's our second break in our Pomodoro and co-working stream today. Welcome if you've just joined, and if you haven't and have been watching all along, I'm very grateful. So, what have we been talking about lately? Let's see. Ansible to install Chef. Thing is, our whole infrastructure, and by our I mean my company, who's running a managed hosting platform on hundreds of Linux servers, we use Chef for infrastructure as code to automate everything. And thing is, Chef underwent a license change a few years ago, and that means we would have to purchase an enterprise license for Chef, which of course we don't want to do because we are a really small company and wouldn't be able to afford licensing hundreds of Linux hosts. That's why we are switching to Sync, which is the open source fork of Chef that is available under a pure open source license. However, they don't have an apt repository. They do have Debian packages that they release, but there's no apt repository that we can use directly. And that's why I had the idea, if we spin up new servers, we could use Ansible, because all the new server would have to have in that case is an SSH public key in the authorized keys file. That way, we could log in, we could have Ansible log in, and provision a few things, among them the Debian package for Sync. And from there, Sync would then take over. We would also probably install the cron tab entry, even though Chef will do that by itself as well. So we'll just have to run Sync one time, and then everything would be bootstrapped. And so a short Ansible playbook, simply to spin up a server and install Sync, the Sync client, would be enough, and therefore we would use Ansible to bootstrap Chef. It's not too out there, but it's still funny, I think. Balthasar asks, have you considered using Cloud Init to bootstrap your systems? It would be possible on the Hetzner Cloud instances we use, but more often than not, we also use bare metal servers from them, and they don't have the Cloud Init mechanism built in. So we would have to have a secondary method to get Sync running on those bare metal servers as well. And so I think having a single mechanism in the form of a tiny Ansible playbook would actually make sense. I mean, we could. The task is so mundane that we probably would be able to also upload a shell script via SCP and then SSH in and execute the shell script. But I mean, that's how you get infrastructure as code in the first place. You start with the shell script and then things grow from there. And so I think it would make sense to use Ansible from the get-go. The Lumen bemoaned that I'm not trucking today. No, today I don't have the time to do some trucking. Maybe late tonight. Wifey's going to be off for orchestra rehearsal. Will there be a trucking stream in our immediate future? There might. There might. I can see it. Mother trucking DevOps. So yeah, Bethesda mentioned sleep and its implications. So yeah, I've been struggling with sleep issues as well. And thankfully, today or tomorrow might be the day when we get our new mattress. We ordered a new mattress for our bedroom, and that might change things as well. But yeah, I think going to bed early, even though it hurts, because you feel like, oh, there's so much more time in the day. I could go for 2 more hours and simply do something chill, like watching YouTube or stuff like that. And then you find yourself sitting at the computer at midnight. And so I forced myself to go to bed early at 9 p.m.-ish last week, most of the days. And I really felt it. I seemed to sleep better. I seemed to have more deep sleep according to my tracking app, and I felt much better the next day. So yeah, I'm really going to force myself to go to bed early, which might mean there's not going to be a tracking stream later today, but maybe it's just going to be a short one, huh? And so yeah, that's something that I can really recommend doing. Simply give it a try, and even if it seems absurd, get yourself drifting towards the bedroom at 9 p.m.-ish time, between 9 and 10 if you get up at normal hours, and give it a try. It might actually make a difference. It did for me. Then we were talking about the Saturn 60, my keyboard. Yeah, I love this keyboard. I wasn't sure how it would be. I knew it would be unique with its steel case and its very unique form factor. I didn't know how the steel would sound like, and it turned out to sound really, really great. And I put in very tactile keys. I love typing on this thing. It's a really thocky keyboard, and that's why I put my favorite keycap set on there as well, which is GMK Dracula, which is the color scheme that I use all over the place.
It's a Unix system. I know this.
Buongiorno, Silje. Welcome to the stack. Thanks for the follow. I'm not sure if I paid $350 for that. That might have been the final price for people getting it late. That might have remained on the website now. But yeah, that's the thing with custom keyboards. They are made in very small series, in group buys where people have to put in the money first, just like Kickstarter. And you don't exactly know what you're getting, but of course you hope for a good outcome. And in this case, I must say the outcome was pretty good. I love this keyboard. And of course, the PCB has a QMK firmware, which means it's completely programmable, and I really love it. Nugatti King, welcome. Bethesda says, Ansible is indeed pretty great, and I wouldn't want to steer you away from such a great Python-powered project. That said, I figure learning something that could be more applicable to other things might make sense. What do you have in mind? Because I think getting more proficient using Ansible would be something that I would greatly benefit from. Now you got me thinking what else I would try in this case. I'm not sure if Pulumi would be applicable to that problem. And it probably would be shooting cannons at birds, but I'm not even sure if Pulumi would be usable. Oh, Cloud Init. Yeah, of course, Cloud Init would be a great way to do that. It would be the most efficient way, I think. Simply having Cloud Init download. I'm not sure. Can you download stuff in Cloud Init? Can you provide a script or something? But anyway, yeah, Cloud Init would be pretty lean and efficient installing that single Debian package and then running it once, and from there Sync would take over. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Sync, that's basically the open source fork for Chef. The name is the recursive acronym Sync is not Chef. And so, yeah, Cloud Init would be viable, you say. Okay, interesting. Question is how to bootstrap bare metal, yeah. So Ansible might be a more generic solution in that case. It's already getting pretty warm in here. Alright, so we'll go into a third Pomodoro round now. It's going to be a shorter one because I'm going to end at 5. Maybe to get some exercise in. Oh, speaking of exercise, there's something also that's new. I have no idea how I missed it, but there are actually 2 karate clubs in our neighbor town. And so I had been doing karate, but I haven't done any in more than 10 years now. And I always wanted to get back to maybe finishing with a black belt or something. Frackberg joining us and asking exercise. Who would do that? Well, Frackberg would, I guess. Mr. Well, looks like I'm going to do hundreds of kilometers of cycling today. Dom asks black belt. Yeah, so I have a blue belt in karate, but so there are a few more grades that I need to get under my belt to get black. And so I was looking for karate clubs in the vicinity a few years ago, and I didn't find any. And then I researched and looked for Shotokan karate clubs and didn't find any. So I thought, okay, there's no Shotokan karate in Ireland. That's really strange. But and also said, and I have no idea. And yesterday, my wife mentioned, oh yeah, there's a karate club in the town next over, and I said, what? And now I researched that a little bit and found that there are actually 2 Shotokan karate clubs just a few kilometers away. Now we have the choice of which club we're going to join. And yes, I'll give that a try too. The lemon says Sambo and Krav Maga. Gila Truckerman. Krav Maga? Maybe. We actually have a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu club in town. That was what got the whole topic started, actually, because a friend of my son, or the parents of my son's friend, contacted us that they wanted to join a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu club with their son, and if our son would like to join as well. And so we looked into that, and that led to us finding out that there's actually a karate too. So we might actually do a family membership at one of the karate clubs. So maybe in a few months' time, I'll be able to not only kick ass in DevOps, but also in real life. Okay, break time's over. So let's get our last Pomodoro round started. I'd say we go for half an hour, and then we'll finish off with another chat round. Maybe we'll do some words on stream to finish things up. And as always, if you want to add stuff to the task list, use the !task command. RetroCRT says, that's cool, training with family is great fun. Doing that for a couple of years. Good to hear. And hi, RetroCRT, that's an amazing name, I love that. I've been reading Byte magazine in the last few weeks, and it made me very nostalgic for those old 19 or even 21-inch Sony Trinitron screens. They would take a lot of space on my desk, and definitely would keep it from being a standing desk, because the motors would just give out. But still, those screens were absolutely great. All right, let's get something done again, and we'll talk later. And that was our third round, even though it was a little bit shorter. So, yeah, I almost got my last task done as well. The plugins are updated, however, I still need to commit and push the changes to our website, and then Monospace Mentor will run on the latest software again. All right. So Puffin has done a lot of data pulls, whatever that exactly means. Congrats for getting stuff done. All right, so where are we? We have 10 more minutes, and I would say I'd like to invite you all for a game of Words on Stream. It's a very easy game in terms of rules, but it's going to get harder and harder in terms of finding the right solutions. So Words on Stream is, you get a bunch of letters and you need to find the matching words, and you simply enter them into chat. I have to log in here. If you found a solution, then you'll be locked for a few seconds, and then you can guess again. So the more of you take part, the better these rounds are going to go, because of everyone, not everyone being locked at the same time. All right, so let's do this. See, I just entered true, and now I have the lock sign in front of my name, which means I'll be locked until the timeline passes the first checkpoint here. So the more of you take part, the quicker we get these things done. Wow, fretful. That was amazing. And it also pushed us over the winning line. Okay, that's level 1 done. The level to beat is level 11. No, level 12 actually. We managed to solve level 11 last time, so... So Puffin, that's not polite. There aren't too many words this time, but and the goal is pretty low as well. So let's get this smashed. Exactly, that's how it goes. Still a few more words, even 5-letter words. Bear? Okay, I wouldn't have thought of that. Bear? Is that a noun or a verb? Bar? Barred from something. Yeah, okay, okay. I've never saw the base form of that verb. Interesting. Bearer, the lemon. Yeah, nice. I wonder, if you show someone your butt, are you a bearer of bad news? I mean, speaking of, huh? Well done, Balthazar. Reliable as always. That went well. Now there's a fake letter in there. Okay. It's the S or the T? It's the S. Up next, level 10. We are progressing quickly. Let's see if we're going to go to have a sudden stop. Okay, yeah, it's getting harder. I mean, I had to try. P looks... Yeah, I guess the P is the fake letter. And nice again, Bathsar. Your word foo is strong. It's the P. The P is broken. Tarot? What is tarot? That's something I have to look up. Okay. It's getting interesting. It's a tuber found in Japan. Oh, it's like an okra root. Okay. Thanks for the TIL. Okay, let's take a deep breath and we're going to level 13 immediately. Is this going to be a new record? Oh dear. Okay. No P. Wow. So it's an R? Yeah, it's an R. The lemon. Wow. We smashed level 13. Folks, we made it. You are so awesome. Level 13. Wow, I'm impressed. Looks like programming languages aren't the only things you are very good at. Another R. But the N is fake. Wow, okay. What else could there be? Relay, well done. Both are coming in clutch again. And that's level 14 done. I will remember this day. Oof, we're going to set the bar really high for future streams. Whew. Let's grab a drink. And let's try level 15. Oof, this is going to be a light challenge, I guess. Okay. Come on, it's always an R, is it? No, I'm going to score the Earl. Cereal. I'm Lace, but Balthasar's Lacer. Creel? What is Creel? You can't just go and invent words. Wowzers. I bow my head before you. You are all absolutely amazing. Level 15 done. We are at level 17 now. I have to try it. Oh, it's not an R! Look at that. Oh dear. Okay. Ooh. If nude doesn't work, I have to assume it's the N or the D that's the fake letter. It's the D. It's the D. The D is the fake letter. Huh? Okay. I guess this one is going to break us. It's a U, and it's not the D. I'm sorry for deceiving you. Okay. I'm so sorry. This one stumped us. Nevertheless, level 16 passed is absolutely amazing. This was a great wrap-up to today's stream. Thank you so much for joining me during my work and for doing your own work, keeping us all accountable. So this was a lot of fun. It's only Tuesday, so there is going to be another stream on Thursday and another office hour on Friday. And maybe there's going to be a trucking stream later tonight. I'll also have to think, since we have September now, there's also going to be another hangout coming up in the server room, my community of DevOps practitioners. So if you'd like to simply hop on a call and talk about DevOps or all kinds of stuff, doesn't have to be IT related, then the game is going to continue here. Let's simply close that. And yep, so if you'd like to join a great bunch of people and talk about DevOps or anything else, either on our forum or on the Hangout, which is going to be next Tuesday night, then join the server room. It's absolutely great, and the membership fee is absolutely affordable and worth it. So that's it for today. I'm going to wrap up. Maybe I'll see you later tonight. If not, thanks anyway, and I'll see you soon. Until then, take care.